the cutting pieces. Still cutting, so I'm going to keep going. I'm having fun, if nothing else. I've overheated and ruined the router bit. In the process, it's dug in way too deep. I'm saving that. Perhaps if I had all the time in the world, maybe this would be possible. Maybe if I had, you know, big YouTuber money. I'll save the crank and the main caps and all the hardware out of this engine. They may be useful later, but pre-67 engines have a smaller pilot and are not necessarily the most desirable. Slant 6s are still pretty easy to find in the wild, in rebuildable condition. So thanks for coming along and watching my crazy experiment fail. I had a feeling it would, and now you know why. Just chill vibes, pulling this motor apart. Real rope seal was innocent all along. I forget what the torque on these is, but they're pretty tough to get broke loose. But once they're loose, they're out. There we go. And I could use the zippy zip wrench, but you know, sometimes it's just tactile. Sometimes you just want to use a regular old-fashioned spinner wrench, just for builds character. Builds character. Haven't you ever just done something because it builds character? I don't know. There's not enough hours in a day. We're all in too much of a hurry, huh? Too much of a hurry. So just enjoy life. Check it out. This old Slant 6. These bolts were put in back in the 60s to hold this together. And they sure did. The people who built this engine took pride in what they were doing. I bet you there. Can you imagine the man or woman who put this together back in the 60s? If they knew that I was just now taking it apart, and not because it didn't run anymore, but because somebody did a bad job of fixing an oil pan. And I mean, it's worn out. It's essentially worn out, but man, it's done its glorious service. Oh boy, isn't that number 2? It's supposed to be the thrust bearing? No, number 3. Alright, because this one's really loose. I mean, okay, not really loose. I'm still wiggling it out. I mean, it's got some stuff in it. But honestly, you can't even really see the copper. I would run it for a street build, but it's a little bit rough for a reman. He's turned down or polished. I don't know. Maybe we'll take it out and we'll make it ring just for fun. We'll give it a ting, ting, ting. We use it as our Christmas bells. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. It's Christmas time in the city. Let's see. That's the rear. And there's obviously been some junk in it over the years, but I mean, it would run. Still running. It wasn't going to lose pressure, and that's always the hard one to get out. Oh, that one looks beautiful. So shiny. That one's never been starved for oil its whole life. Even when it was like blowing oil out the sides, it still always got oil. That's nice. Let me see. Let's set this up in a way to grab. There it is, right there. Grab this. Maybe get this thrust bearing. These are always the hard ones because they don't wiggle back and forth a lot. Come on out of there, you! There it goes. Thrust bearing. No copper. Let's see. No copper on that side either. It's could have kept running that bottom end. All this really needed before I ruined it was rings. You ruined it! Kim, you ruined it! Perfectly good slant 6. Ruined! Rare and exotic. Oh, be more careful there. That's like a like-new bearing. I would put that on a new crank right now. Man. I almost feel bad about that. Line it right up. Oh, that's a way to ruin a good piston. Alright, more evidence of worn out rings. Definitely needed circles. I think this engine would have run with just new rings. It's pretty wild though. Need something to catch it. Something for it to bounce off of here. Let's see, here we go. When it falls out, it'll land gently on that piece of rubber instead of on concrete. Do we have any more broken rings? Well, we have a seized and broken ring. Check it out. Another broken ring. Top rings are busted. Bearing looks fantastic. That's what they look like new. You can't see. Just needs rings. Stuff like that. Oh, all the rings are busted out of this one. Look. All the rings busted out. That happens. So that's why you take your engine apart. Take your junkyard engine apart. Just save yourself the trouble. Every set of rings had busted ones. Oh, this second ring is not bad. There's one good ring. The rest of the engine looks really nice. I almost feel bad that I ruined it, but don't you worry. There'll be more slant 6 builds in the future, but not right now. Goodness, not now. Let's all take a deep cleansing breath. Letting go is difficult. I'll see you in the comments. And that's the tale of the 66 original Slant 6. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Yeah.